Anyhow, we're going to get started right now. We got about 3 minutes after the hour. For those of you that popped in tonight, I want to thank you all personally for being here. Welcome to the Tazew Business Briefing. I like to call it a sneak preview. My name is Val Smith. I'm going to be hosting the presentation, and want to thank Dave Lear and Jeremy Duncan, the owners of the company, for putting me in here tonight, letting me do the presentation. All right. So you got your owners out there, Dave Lear and Jeremy Duncan, and you got me, just like you all, a distributor put into play. And right now, for the next week, we're going to be positioning people in the company. So feel privileged to be here tonight. There's a reason why you're on this call. You have an opportunity to be early bird. And right now, a lot of things are being put into the back office. Programming's going on about 16 hours a day programming to get this thing up and humming and ready for all of you. And I don't know if any of you know Jeremy Duncan. Jeremy has a few different MLM programs running on the internet. I think he has about 4 or 5 different business opportunities he's had running. He's made a lot of money doing that independently. He's had great success. And about 3 weeks ago, they came to me and asked me if I'd be willing to help them launch an idea. And I said, sure. And in return, I got to be in the beginning of this all, like some of you right now. So that's a pretty fun, exciting place to be. So once again, welcome to Tazew. When we put this together, we were thinking about the digital products we wanted. We didn't want physical products. We had to have digital. So I said, hey, guys, I got access to some really great products, that we could probably take to the marketplace, couple it with an incredible compensation plan to help people make money. And we can make big things happen for the average people out there. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be exciting. I'm going to walk you through it right now. Okay. So the big idea here is to take a look when you want to make money, or at least for me, when I want to make money, what do I look at? There's so many deals out there, and we're all being pitched on a regular basis. Every single one of you are being pitched on deals daily on Facebook and Instagram, or wherever you are. What do you look for in a business opportunity? For me, the first thing I look for immediately is, what is the product line? Is the product line suitable just for network marketers? Is it just something for network marketers? If it is, I don't want to be there. It's just too small of a population. I want a bigger reach. Is it for fat people, skinny people, short people, tall people? Is it a specialty item just for a certain type of person? Is it for sick people? Whatever it is, that's not my thing. I mean, other people love that stuff, not for me. The way I learn business from some great teachers and mentors is to take a look at the product line and ask yourself the question, does it make sense to the civilians and the regular population of the planet? If you can sell it to all the people, like you can sell coffee, you can sell donuts, you can sell fast food. If there's a crowd out there of that magnitude that's interested, you've got a winner. If not, you better be really good at what you do and fine-tuning your skills for a certain niche in the population of people. And so I had to look at this and say, hey, we need to hit people heavy and hard, and we need to make a real-world product for one of the first times in network marketing for real-world people that would otherwise not take a look at a business opportunity. All right. So I think we hit a grand slam here. I really, really do. I think it's going to be fun and exciting. So are you ready to rock it out in 2024 and light it up? I sure hope you are, because we're going to tap into a global worldwide marketplace. And because we are digital, we can cater to every country in the world. Okay. How would you like to make money on all kinds of incredible deals out there in the world? I mean, what do? People survive each and every day. How do they do that? They shop. They shop for all kinds of items: food, shelter, clothing. Let's talk about that in a few seconds. Get paid to shop, get paid to travel, get paid to share information. We're in a very privileged position right now to be able to be a part of an exclusive group of retail outlets that want to support us as vendors, giving people unbelievable benefits in shopping. So it's kind of like a VIP club, so to speak, right? From car insurance to home insurance to hotels to attractions to travel, food, clothing, and shelter, like I said. And let me talk a little bit about that. I believe it's on the next page. Okay, so check that out. That's got to be pretty cool right there. Not only do we save money, but we've got our vendors that are willing to pay you. Never mind compensation plans, but we've got our vendors that are willing to pay you cash back: groceries, dining, apparel, all things travel, and gasoline. That's a big one. Gasoline is huge. First largest commodity in the world. Wouldn't you like to have 1 penny of everyone pumping gas on a daily basis? You wouldn't be on this call tonight if you did. Isn't that amazing? And so the platforms we have are used by people that do research, major corporations, all kinds of, different employment facilities that employ people from 9 to 5. They use these type of benefit hubs to create benefits for people that work for them. Now we're making it available for everybody. There are billions of people out there in the world that know nothing about these exclusive organizations that give major discounts and paying for cash back. And the really interesting thing is now that we're living in a cellular society in 2024, the retail outlets want to give you cash back to put your app on your put their app, excuse me, on your cell phone so that you can create customer loyalty. On mine, I've got all the fast food ones, the McDonald's that Tracy doesn't like, the Dairy Queens. I got all the good stuff, Taco Bell and everything. I get points and kickbacks and all kinds of stuff from them. But that's just the way we roll, right? But here, for a lot of you, you can get cash back to the tune of $30 a pop every time somebody downloads the app and uses it. All right. And not only will you get 30 bucks, but whoever you decide to refer your link to could get 30 bucks as well too, and so much more. Okay. And I'll talk in detail about some of the benefits some of our users here are benefiting from right now. Okay. When we put it together, we had to have a flagship product, right? Because there's so many companies out there right now popping up with consumer savings programs, which I think is one of the most brilliant ideas in the history of network marketing. I've been in this industry for 46 years. I've seen everything. I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly. I've seen people overpay for products for years. I'm seeing $100 products out there in the marketplace that are, manufactured for $3. Right? But here we've done something totally reverse. We created a concept called reverse osmosis and put more perceived value in the business than you're actually paying for. And you'll understand the price tag here shortly. Here's something that I had to look at. When I usually go on other MLM business calls just to evaluate and assess the presenters, I like to do that. I like to see who's good in the industry and who's not. But anyhow, according to Bloomberg, travel will represent $15.5 trillion. That turns me on. That's kind of like gasoline. That's kind of like food. You know what I'm saying? It's not where you go to an MLM company, you go on their Zoom call and you hear, well, we're in a $25 billion industry. We're in a $500 billion industry. That's nice, but not overly impressive. What's impressive is $15.5 trillion in 2033, $3 trillion just in the United States alone. That tells me there is a massive marketplace, globally speaking, for a product like this worldwide that, people are jumping all over each and every single day. And as a matter of fact, my neighbor 3 doors down phoned me this morning and said, would I drive them to the airport at 6 o'clock in the morning on Friday? I could take their SUV Yukon. I said, why don't you take Uber? And they said, well, we thought we'd ask you. And I said, yeah, no, I'll do it for you. Right. Because we're all kind of like family on the street. So we support each other. So I'm going to drive them out there. Where are they going? They're going to Mexico. And they're going to be spending about 14 grand there. Unfortunately, too bad. I would have needed a few months to be able to help them out on this, but Dean's pretty rich anyhow. He makes about 40 grand a month. He can afford it. So anyhow, it's all good. Travel is massive. So that's our flagship product. So when people say, well, what does your travel platform look like? Is it a bunch of gift certificates out of Florida or Las Vegas? No, it's an actual search engine. And that search engine is going to go active in about 5 to 6 weeks approximately. All right. Things are being done right now to make it a reality. Okay. So that we can activate it and get that up and running. It's got to be API'd into our system. It's got to be white labeled into our system. There's a lot of little things that need to happen before we can open that up. But again, these are positioning calls right now that we're putting you into. When you take a look at Harrah's there, what are the price tags there at Harrah's? Take a look at the rooms there. Not too bad, right? The average person might pay $159 that doesn't know any better. And then there's somebody like you and I that might walk in behind them and only pay 10 bucks for our room. $1,277 with service fees and taxes. Pretty crazy? Pretty crazy. That's awesome. Saving money right there. Let's see what else we got going on here in some of the packages that they let us have access to. Sorry, just got to take 1 second here and see if I can. All right. Diamond in Cabo. All right. So the Hilton hotels. Take a look at this. Take a look at that. You know what I want you to look at more than the 770, which is a major score? It's worth way more than that. But look at the occupancy. It says total length days 7, occupancy 6. Isn't that amazing? $770. We could all throw $75 in and go down there. Sorry, we could all throw in $120 in there and all go down together and have a great time. We could have a travel party. Wouldn't that be cool? And we are going to do travel parties with certain people in the group that want to go do it. Great. We can go down in different locations around the islands and outside of North America and have a great time and go have dinner for a weekend and then fly back, all tax deductible. and really cheap for us. Royal Beach, $582, occupancy 6. That's less than $100 a person. Just don't do a motley crew and trash the hotel room. All right. I don't know if you ever saw that movie, but they throw TVs out the window and just burn the place down. Okay. The Bliss Nouveau Vallarta. All right. 833. Occupancy 4. That's pretty awesome. $200 a pop. You're down there for 7 days. Grand Lux Riviera Maya. My daughter was named after the Mayan Riviera. $1,630. When we go down there, we usually spend about $8,900, $8,800 to go. All right. Now I've learned my lesson. Now that I've connected to people in the travel industry, we're going to be locking into these prices and these platforms. Okay. Club Wyndham, Grand Desert, $573. Patriots Place, $573. All right. Some of these places are like $1,900. We're getting inventory that's highly discounted. Seawash Plantation, $469. Occupancy 6. Occupancy 6 at Thurnham Hall, $884. Pretty exciting stuff. Now, so what we have here is a cashback program, consumer savings. We have a flagship travel product that no other company has in the industry. This platform is not out there in circulation. This is not Access or Save On or, some gig out of Florida or Las Vegas. This is exclusive to us right now. Okay. When we put this together, we had to create a compensation plan that made sense. And so Dave and Jeremy let me play around and get my way, or I would have been sulking. I said, well, we got to do a really good compensation plan. And I think we all kind of learned our lessons, myself included, that power lines and words like spillover, just the wrong things to do. We've seen how much damage has been done to the industry with companies out there that, have really stressed, stay in bed and be brain dead and pick up a check doing nothing. You don't have to do anything. We'll build the downline for you. I don't know, man. Like, it just, I get it. If you want to get a quick buck, yeah, I guess. But you know what? It's probably not the right thing to do. And I think, many of us are guilty of doing that over our careers at some point. So anyhow, we all repent, learn our lessons, we move on. So when they allowed me to put the compensation plan together, I said, do we do a binary? No way. Do we do a unilevel? Kind of maybe. But then I had to look and see what was popular in 2024. What's happening in 2000? What's been really, pumping it heavy and hard for the last 2 years? All right. Well, 2-buys and matrices, maybe not the greatest comp plans in the world, but maybe the second greatest. I don't know. But the bottom line is, the way it is with people right now, you got to understand, when you put a compensation plan together, you don't just sit there and look at the mathematics. You got to take a look at the people. It all comes down to the people, because you can put a great compensation plan together and people can reject it. Take a look at the DeLorean. What an incredible car. But nobody bought it. Isn't that amazing? So when you take a look at all the high traffic companies right now, they're running matrices. So I said, let's do a 2x12. So why not a 3-buy? Well, there was no logic to doing a 3-buy, so we went 2-buy. 2-buy is the smallest denominator. Couldn't do 1, because you're not going to make money in a straight line down line unless you back end it into something. So we did a 2x12, smallest denominator. Why did we go 12? 12 disciples. Pretty cool. Could have did a 2x20, but there wasn't enough money there to do it, a 2x20 or a 2x15. It wouldn't be able to do the really cool things that this comp plan does. So what we also did is, I said to Jeremy and Dave, I said, we've got to eliminate all the questions. As long as people don't understand a compensation plan, like you have to have 10,000 of this and 30-40 here, 30-40 split here, and you got to do that, and you got to have this X amount of volume, and you got to have that X amount of volume, and then you got BV, CV, and DV, and CDB, and all that stuff. It becomes convoluted and people don't understand it. And they quit the program. People will quit what they don't understand. People will repel from what they don't understand. But here, we designed it so a 2-year-old child can understand the comp plan. A one-time setup fee, $40. Monthly, $29.95. Tazew product purchase. $25 one-time fast start bonus. Pays $1 12 levels deep. Really simple, right? So the very first month you come in, It's $69.95. Now, for those of you that say you can't afford it, I say BS. Why do I say that? Because you throw the $69.95 on a credit card. You let the credit card company pay your way in. You pay nothing. Credit card company loans you the money for 30 days. Minimum payment back in interest is like $2.15 or $2.30 or something, I think, right? But the bottom line is we've had people here. We just, I guess, opened up the gate yesterday. We have people here that have made, in and about $2,000. One of my buddies had 2 people in the program and made $214 because of the 2x12. Can't do that in any other company. All right. $69.95 coming in legally by law, tax deductible, includes the 40 and the $29.95. Okay. 25% check match on all personally sponsored. So anyone you sponsor, like let's say you sponsored me and I went out and I made, hypothetically speaking, I'll just throw a number, let's say I made $10,000 hypothetically speaking. What's 25% of 10,000? You'd pick up an extra $2,500, all because you put me in the system and I went to town. I developed a passion for it. You never know who's going to be the fast and furious in your twin turbos in a business opportunity, right? Some of us are really motivated to build, and some people would rather watch Netflix. All right. So bottom line is 25% match on anyone you personally sponsor. Another 25% check match. This is the key right here. If you're in a business opportunity that does not have multiple generational check matches, something's wrong. Like, would I want 100% check match? Not in this lifetime. No way. You don't want it on your first generation. You want to split it up amongst generations. Here, another 25% check match on anyone they sponsor. So if you sponsored me and you made $2,500 off me, if I made 10 grand, what if I sponsored, some people here sponsored 200 people? You'd get 25% check match of 200 people you don't know. That could give you another $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a month income. Right there. You're coded, locked in. You understand how important that is? The money's not in the matrix. The money is in the match. All right. So $1 per level, pretty awesome stuff. All right. No nickels and dimes here. Qualification for matching bonus, really simple. This is where we eliminated all the hoops and hurdles that make network marketing a living hell for a lot of people. So what we did is create a generational check match, sponsor 4. You become a legend. Not a blue diamond, or not a triple diamond, or not a ruby, or not a booby, whatever they want to call you out there. It's a legend. You become a legend sponsoring 4. Second generational check match, sponsor 12. You become a rock star. Now, somebody said that kind of sounds silly. It doesn't sound silly to me, because anyone in the industry, the Ray Higdons, the Eric Worreys of the industry, the Todd Falcones of the industry, people call them rock stars. They don't call them rubies. If somebody called me a ruby, I'd probably slap them in the face. Don't ever call me ruby. My name's not Ruby. My name's rock star. I did it in 47 minutes. Became a rock star in this company in 47 minutes. Other people have since beat me yesterday. All right. Awesome. So congratulations. So anyhow, legends and rock stars, that's the way the industry should have been rolling for years, but nobody was smart enough to figure it out. Why? I don't know. And everything here is 100% tax deductible legally by law. Now, there's one other really cool feature that Jeremy put into the comp plan here I just want to tell you about. Most companies love to make money, and sometimes they really don't think of their distributors, right? So what Jeremy decided to do is he said, how in month 1, guys, that companies just pay the fast start out and won't pay out the binaries or the matrices or the unilevel in month 1, and they won't pay out the bonuses in month 1. They just pay the fast starts in month 1, and then they pay all the other stuff second month. He says, why don't we pay everybody everything in month 1? You get the $25 fast start, you get the matrix money, and you get the matching bonus all in month 1. In my 46 years of being in this industry, and there's nothing I don't think I haven't seen yet. Maybe I haven't. But, I've never seen a company do that before, ever. Pay everything in the first month. Talk about caring about distributors or what, right? There is no better time than 2024 right now to take a serious look at what we got going on here. I am seeing people, millions of people, in alignment with what they're in alignment with, and they're not making money in the industry. They're there for personality or sense of belonging, or they're influenced by an influencer, or they're drinking Kool-Aid, or, whatever it is. I mean, let's keep it real, right? I just want to keep it real. I just really think people need to develop a sense of business acumen and start looking at getting paid to put time into a company. And I really think that the design we put here is really fair for distributors. It was built by a distributor for distributors. It wasn't built by a company owner for company owners and a few heavy hitters with a few big deals going on up top. It was built to empower the network marketing community. So anyone that says, no, I wouldn't be interested in anything like this, like it's just not my cup of tea, I'll respect them, but I won't respect them at the same level that I respected them prior to evaluating and assessing this. Because I'm seeing a lot of people in this industry that I once thought were smart are now proving to me they're not that educated in this industry. It's terrible when you talk to a person that's making almost $70,000 a month and they're in a business opportunity, and you have to ask them, hey, explain your compensation plan to me. And then what they have to do is boot up their computer and go in the back office to explain the compensation plan. That's not a professional. That's somebody that just got lucky being in the right place at the right time, excuse me, but really doesn't know anything about their business. Here, you get to be a real pro. Every single one of you on this call tonight could explain this compensation plan in less than 30 seconds, blindfolded. It was designed from the mind of a child. It wasn't designed in the laws of quantum physics and geometry and whatever else goes. I don't know what's in mathematics. I was never good at it. I'm just good at putting money in the bank, and that's it. And so should you be. All right. So we're going to have fun here. We're going to work together, and I just want to put an emphasis on something. Again, this might make some of you feel uncomfortable. I hope not, because the only people that ever feel uncomfortable when I do presentations are those that are not professional. All right. We're here to tell you what's going on. We're not going to be talking about spillover here. If you want to talk about spillover, feel free and go ahead and do that. I'm not going to bring it to this call because I'm not looking for people to join me in anything. I don't want any of you to join me in anything. I want all of you to build with us, build with the company, build with me, build with us. We're looking for builders. It's like when I talk to my kids, I say, go clean your room up. I'll give you $100. Go clean your room up. I'll give you $100. And when they say, no, I really don't want to do it, Dad, maybe you can go in there and vacuum it and straighten it up a little bit. No way. I'm not doing it for them. If you want to be paid, do the work. That's just the way it is. So here's a couple testimonials we have for people that are actually physically in this business opportunity. Okay. Dave from Maryland, $137 on gas. That's pretty cool. Money in the bank. These are kickbacks, cash kickbacks. Mark in Idaho. He's using the, and I challenge all of you to go use this. Go plug it in. Go check it out. All right. There's an insurance. I might even have the link I could put in the Facebook group. But we have an insurance, nationwide insurance company. Mark in Idaho paying $82.04 a month for a 2004 Chevy Trailblazer. We got him down to $31. He's saving $600 a year. All right. I don't see other companies promoting that outside of companies that are consumer savings companies. I mean, talk about value. I love it when I don't have to pay $100 a bottle for something that's only $3 manufactured. Here, I can come in here and I can save about $5,000 a year at $29.95 a month. That's a score. People talk about value. This is value. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no rocket science here. Troy in Arizona loves getting $30 a pop for every app he shares with people. Tracy and I have a buddy, Troy. What he does is he hands out his app every now and then and pops in $30 here and there. And he's pretty happy with doing that. He doesn't have to recruit a sponsor. He doesn't have the personality for a business opportunity, but he's really good, in his church group and stuff like that of empowering his community. And he gets $30 a kickback every time, so he's probably making $300-400 a month just, getting the kickbacks on the apps. All right. Nothing to do with a business opportunity. It's just a free thing that he can do that you can all get access to right here, right now, tonight. All right. And then we talk about a mission statement. There's our mission statement. Feel free to read it. I'm not going to basically read it to you because my mission statement's a little bit different. I'll tell you my mission statement. I've been in this industry for 46 years. I've seen everything. I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly. And one of the things that I've always wanted to do for probably the last 20 years, one of the most difficult things, for me to be able to do, because companies never supported it, was to help people. All right. Companies always have to make things a little bit difficult. At least that's my personal experience. And I'd like to be a part of a community, a culture, a tribe where people are feeling really good about being a part of something and saying, hey, you know what? This company's really looking out for us. I mean, other people say that in other companies, but here we made it really easy. We made it really easy for anybody, single parents, first, second, third world countries. They have an opportunity to make money, and we're not going to, kick their teeth in, making them jump through hoops and hurdles to get paid and punish them every time. If you become a legend or a rock star and all of a sudden, you can't maintain 12 people, it drops down to 6 or 5 or 4 or 3 or 2 or 1. We don't penalize you. We still pay you the 25%. Once you get there, you're there for life. We're not going to calculate every month to see if you've got 12 active or 4 active. You get your 25%. I don't know one other company on the planet in the network marketing industry that would do that for its people. All right. I don't care what their background is. I have yet to see it. So I think we're doing some great things. So if you want to feel good about helping people, if that means anything to you, love to have you. Love to have you be a part of the team. And together we can build something really special here. All right. We're in no rush. We don't need to have 1 million people in 3 weeks. Okay. That doesn't work. We want to grow at a nice, steady, comfortable speed and get people making money. All right. And educate people along the way. So what do we do next? What's the next big thing? Well, you know what we're going to say to you. We're just not going to say, thank you for joining us. Don't want to say that. We changed it. Thank you for building with us. Big difference. Get back to the person that introduced you. Please make sure you get in the Facebook group. It is so important to be in the Facebook group. It's a source of communication. I pop in there once every day or two or second day, and I do a Facebook Live to update you on what's going on, giving people directives. But you know what? We have a phenomenal opportunity right here, right now. Do not let this one bypass you in any which way, shape, or form. If you do, you're going to be kicking your butt forever. All right. You really, really will. We made this really simple and easy for everyone. I can't put an emphasis on that enough. And go out there on the internet, go on other people's Zoom calls and evaluate and assess. And you come back to me and tell me, were their comp plans simple? You might say they have better comp plans, but I'll tell you what, how great is a comp plan when nobody can make money in it? All right. And just telling people they can just take a position and they can make money doing nothing is absolutely irresponsible and reckless and not professional. No offense. I love y'all, but I learned my lesson doing that. I don't want to be that person ever again. I really want to start, being honest and, and tell people the truth that you have to work a program. That's the truth. We have to. And if you happen to get spillover, I'll talk about it for a second. If you happen to get it, which, people are getting right now, like, great. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. I don't give a damn because I've never had anyone spill over on me in my life. I've always been the superstar in the company to do my own stuff. I don't need someone to, wipe my face and take me to the bathroom right now. We can do that when I'm older, but just not now. I'm going to build my own business. You don't need to build it for me. Let's build it together. End of story. God bless. Love you all in spirit. Have an amazing night. Look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Take care.